Luck presents Hollywood. Lieber Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, bring you the Lux Radio Theater, starring Edwin, Kathy Beaumont, Jerry Colonna, and Sterling Holloway in Alice in Wonderland. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. William Keighley. Christmas greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Now that all the presents are wrapped, the Christmas tree decorated, the stuffing made for the turkey, and you're all worn out, why don't you draw up a chair and let us tell both you and the children a story you'll both enjoy, because it's the Lewis Carroll classic made into an enchanting picture by Walt Disney, Alice in Wonderland. And as our stars from the original cast, we have Kathy Beaumont playing Alice, Ed Wynn as the Mad Hatter, Jerry Colonna as the March Hare, and Sterling Holloway, of course, is the Cheshire Cat. One warm and quiet summer afternoon, a little girl named Alice was in her garden. Nearby, her older sister was reading a history lesson. But I'm afraid Alice wasn't paying much attention. As a matter of fact, Alice very quietly had wandered away and sat down under a tree. Alice, you see, much preferred talking to her cat than learning about history.
A world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Yes, to be sure. Nothing would be what it isn't, and contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. Do you understand? Oh, thanks. Furthermore, in my world, you wouldn't say meow. You'd say, yes, Miss Dinah. Oh, Dinah, you see, just like people. And all the other animals, too. Why, in my world, cats and rabbits would reside in fancy little houses and be dressed in shoes and hats and trousers. In a world of my own, all the flowers would have very extra special powers. They could sit and talk to me for hours when I'm lonely in a world of my own. There'd be new birds, lots of nice and pleasant how-to-do birds. Everyone would have a dozen bluebirds within that world of my own. I could listen to a babbling brook and hear a song that I could understand. I keep wishing it could be that way, because my world would be a wonderland. Oh, come now, Dinah, I see him. He's just a rabbit. A rabbit with a waistcoat and a... Oh, and look, he has a pocket watch.
Oh, I'm doing this. I'm late.
Did you hear him? Well, what could a rabbit possibly be late for?
Oh, I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
Mr. Rabbit, wait, please.
No. I'm overdue. I'm in a rabbit stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
Yes, Dinah, yes, that hole. The rabbit went down that hole. And what a large hole. But I can't see him down there. It's so dark. Mr. Rabbit! What a peculiar place to have a very important date. Dinah, I'm going to follow that rabbit down the hole. I've made up my mind. Goodbye, Dinah. Be a good little kitty, and I'll see you in a little... Dinah! I'm falling! Goodbye, Dinah! Goodbye! Going downer and downer and downer. Mr. Rabbit, where are you? Oh, dear. What if I could fall right through the earth and come out on the other side where people walk upside down? Oh, but that's silly. Nobody could... Oh! I stopped falling. Oh, I've landed. And how strange. I'm in a room. Mr. Rabbit, where are you? Fighting the little door. We must just open the door and... Oh, dear, the door's locked.
You could be a little more gentle, you know.
Oh, who said that?
I did, of course.
The doorknob?
Oh, it's quite all right, but you did give me quite a turn.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but I was following a...
Rather good, what? Doorknob? Turn?
Oh, please help me, sir. I'm looking for a white rabbit, and he must have gone through your door. So, if you
Oh,
don't...
sorry. You're much too big to go through. Simply impassable.
Oh, you mean impossible?
Oh, no. Impassable.
Now, really.
Why don't you try the bottle on the table?
Bottle? Why, there is a bottle. And it says, drink me.
Well?
All right, I'll drink it. Tastes like cherry tart. And custard. And, oh my goodness, like roast turkey.
How do you feel?
How do I... Oh! What's happening to me? I'm getting smaller. I'm shrinking. I'm getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
One more swallow and you'd have gone out like a candle.
Oh, but I'm just the right size now. I can go through the door and...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm locked.
Oh, no.
You do have the key, I presume.
What key?
Now, don't tell me you left it up there on the table.
Oh, but what will I do? I'm so small now I couldn't possibly reach the table.
Well, then, try the box.
Box? What box?
I must say you are helpless. Turn around. There. You see? Well, open it.
Why, there's a cookie in it. It says, eat me. Oh, very well. I'll eat it.
Oh, I can't wait till you do.
Goodness knows what will happen this time. I'll probably... Oh! I'm growing up again. I'm growing taller. Oh, that's enough. Stop! Oh, stop! Oh, my head.
Here now, here. If you cracked our ceiling...
My poor head. Oh, and just look at me.
Large, aren't you?
Well, I don't think it's a bit funny.
Here now. But no blubbering, please.
No, I shall never get out. Never.
Your fingers! You'll flood us out. Turn off those tears at once.
But I can't.
Stop it, I say. Stop it immediately.
I just can't help it.
Get the key.
What good will that do me now?
And the bottle. One more. Drink me.
Where is it?
It's floating on the waves. Drink the rest of it. Quickly. Drink it.
I'll try anything.
I hope you can swim.
Oh, I'm getting smaller again.
Unlock me. Open the door.
white rabbit, so I really must...
You can't go yet. Oh, no, the visit's just started.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but
If you stay long enough, we might have a battle. Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle. For Tweedledum, that Tweedledee has spoiled my nice new rattle. We're also poets.
Thank you very much, but I must be going.
Why?
Well, because I'm following a white rabbit.
Why?
Well, I'm curious to know where he's going.
Oh, she's curious. The oysters were curious, too. And remember what happened to them. Poor things.
But what did happen to the oyster?
You don't know?
No.
We will now relate the walrus and the carpenter, or the story of the curious oyster. The sun was shining on the sea, shine with all its might. He did his very best to make the billow smooth and bright. And this was odd because it was the middle of the night. The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. The beach was wide from side to side, from a soup full of sand. Mr. Walrus, said the carpenter, my brain begins to hurt. We'll sweep this clear in half a year, if you don't mind the work.
Work? The time has come
The walrus said,
to talk of other things. Of shoes and ships and steel and wax and cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Talloo, tally, no work today. We're cabbages and kings.
and that's when they saw the oysters.
Well, what did they do?
Listen.
Oh, oysters, come and walk with us. The day is warm and bright. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk would be a sheer delight.
We underway, we'll stop and have a bite. But Mother Oyster winked her eye and shook her heavy head. She knew too well this was no time to leave her oyster bed.
The sea is nice. Take my advice and stay right here.
Mom said.
But the walrus had other ideas. Oh, yes, and the carpenter, too.
The time has come, me little friends, to talk of other things. Of shoes and ships and seal and wax and cabbages and kings. And why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Talloo, tally, come run away with cabbages and kings.
What happened?
Why, they got ready for lunch, spread a tablecloth, tucked in their napkins, and...
The time has come, me little friends, to talk of food and things. Of peppercorns and mustard seed and other seasonings. We mix them all together in a sauce that's fit for kings. Ha ha! Talloo, tally, we'll eat today like cabbages and kings. I weep for you. Oh, excuse me. I deeply sympathize, for I have enjoyed your company. Oh, much more than you realize.
Little oysters, but answers there came none. And this was scarcely odd because they had eaten every one.
Oh, that was a very sad story.
And there's a moral to it.
Oh, a very good moral, if you happen to be an oyster. Well, it's been a very nice visit, gentlemen.
And
But
another recitation.
I'm sorry,
We
but
shall now recite Father William.
But really,
First, you are, oh, Father William, the old man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet you
Mr. Rabbit, wait. Oh, please wait for me.
like you to get your egg in his right. Well, here's you, Father.
Oh, I just can't run any further. Oh, Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, dear, I'm here. I should be there. I'm late.
Oh, now he's gone again. And I'll never catch him while I'm this small.
I beg your pardon.
I said I'll never catch him while I'm so... Oh, who said that?
Why, I did.
Oh, but that's nonsense.
can't talk, but of course we can talk, my dear. If there's anyone worth talking to.
Or about a garden. Roses and iris and daisies and lilies and pansies. We sing, too.
Ready, girls?
And the sun is like a tornado. There are days in the morning glory, in the golden afternoon. There are gypsy daffodils on the hillside, streams of violets are all in bloom. Like the lilies of the dandelion, in the golden afternoon, golden afternoon.
There are golden caterpillars and the copper canopies.
Daisies rock the lilies for life. You can learn about the things from the flowers, for a century in a month or two. There's a world of happiness and joy. Oh, that was lovely.
Thank you, my dear.
Now tell us what kind of garden you come from. Oh, I don't come from any garden. Well, you don't suppose she's a wildflower? Oh, of course I'm not a wildflower.
Well, just what species are you, my dear?
Well, I suppose you call me an Alice. Did you ever see an Alice with a blossom like that?
Come to think of it, did you ever see an Alice?
And did you notice her petals? What a peculiar color.
And no fragrance.
Oh, just look at those stems. Rather scrawny, I'd say.
Well, I think she's pretty.
Well, frankly, I'm not a flower.
Just as I suspected. Girl, she's nothing but a common weed.
Oh, I'm not a weed.
Well, you wouldn't expect her to admit it, would you?
What if she stands there and goes to seed? Or to
Now, just a moment. Be quiet, Rose. Out she goes. Out at once.
If I were my right size, I could pick every one of you up and...
That does it. Dogwood, tiger lily, snapdragon, get to the pin at once.
Someday someone's going to teach you manners. The flowers can't even be friendly. Goodness knows what I'll...
Oh, sensible people do not talk to themselves. Well,
Caterpillar, sitting on a mushroom and smoking a pipe.
there is nothing remarkable in that. Caterpillars often relax on mushrooms. Who are you?
Why, I hardly know, sir. I've seen so many times lately, you see, and
I do not see.
Why, how clever.
What is clever?
Why, you are. You just said, I do not see, and you've spoken a perfect letter C.
I will now blow the vowels. A, E, I, O, U.
Talented gentleman.
Kindly explain yourself.
I'm afraid I can't explain myself, because I'm not myself, you know.
I do not know.
Well, I can't put it any more clearly, for it isn't clear to me.
You?
Oh, you did it again. The letter U.
Who are you?
Oh, dear. Everything is so confusing. I can't remember things as I used to, and I...
Recite.
Recite? Oh, very well, if you insist. Oh, yes. How just a little busy bee improved its shining hour.
Stop. That is not spoken correctly. It goes thusly. How does the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin how neatly spread his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
Well, I must say I've never heard it that way before.
I know. I have improved it.
Oh. Well, if you ask me...
You? Who are you?
And I don't think it's very polite to keep blowing smoke in my face. Good day.
Come back. I have something important to say.
Oh, very well. What is it?
Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. Secondly, what is your problem?
Well, it's executive. Executive. Oh, well, it's precisely this. I should like to be a little larger, sir.
Why?
Well, after all, 3 inches is such a wretched height, and I
am executively 3 inches high, and it is a very good height indeed.
But I'm not used to it, and you needn't shout.
I can advise you further.
Well?
Eat the mushroom.
But I'm not hungry.
Nevertheless, eat the mushroom. One side will make you grow tall, the other side will make you grow small.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, at last I can... Oh, but which side is which?
That is your problem.
One side will make me grow, and the other side will make me... Oh, well, after all that's happened, I just don't care. I'll just eat it and await development. Oh, I'm growing tall. How wonderful. 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. Oh, I'd like to stop right here, please. 5 feet, 6 feet. Oh, no. 8 feet, 10 feet. Oh, help. Oh, I'm a giant again. Oh, no. Help.
Alice in Wonderland after a brief visit with Libby Collins in her Lux Movie News of the Week. Libby always has a top picture to tell us about.
This one certainly is, John. The play won the Pulitzer Prize and Drama Critics Award, and the picture is certain to be a top contender for the Academy Award.
You must mean Stanley Kramer's production of Death of a Salesman. It's getting really rave reviews.
Frederick March as the troubled salesman is worth going miles to see. He really makes you feel that man's despair. You'll come away feeling your own troubles are pretty small.
That's an extra reason for seeing Death of a Salesman. And Mildred Dunnock plays the wife, doesn't she? The role she created on the stage.
And she's superb. There's a promising young actress, too, Elizabeth Fraser.
Yes, indeed. That's the lovely little Lux girl we had on our program last week.
The lovely little Lux girl, John. All Hollywood Lux girls are lovely.
You're telling me, Libby? I'm a man. I can spot a Lux lovely complexion anywhere.
Why, when you say beauty care in Hollywood, it means Lux. 9 out of 10 screen stars depend on gentle Lux toilet soap facials to protect their precious complexion.
And they're equally enthusiastic about the big bath-size Lux for a really luxurious beauty bath. The creamy lather is so abundant, even in hard as water. Lux lather is active, too. Makes skin softer, smoother. Lux lovely all over.
The perfume's delightful, too, John. I find it really clings and makes me sure of skin that's sweet.
Yes, Libby, I know you'll agree with this suggestion to thrifty shoppers. Tomorrow, get Lux toilet soap in the big bath size. There's extra luxury, extra economy in this handsome, larger cake. You'll find Lux makes your daily bath a real beauty bath.
Right now, John, in the holiday season, with evening dresses making lovely shoulders so important, this is the time that every girl should find out how smooth, how luscious her skin will be after a Lux beauty bath.
Yes, try Lux toilet soap now. You're sure to be Lux lovely all over. Remember, 9 out of 10 screen stars use Lux toilet soap. Now, Mr. William Keeley, our producer. Act 2 of Alice in Wonderland, starring Ed Wynn as the Mad Hatter, Kathy Beaumont as Alice, Jerry Colonna as the March Hare, and Sterling Holloway as the Cheshire Cat. Poor Alice. I'm afraid she'd eaten a little too much of the mushroom. In 5 seconds, she was 20 feet tall. In 10 seconds, a rather nearsighted crow started building a nest in her hair. But in 20 seconds, thank goodness, Alice remembered the other side of the mushroom, and in less time than it takes me to say all this, Alice was once again her normal size.
Oh, well, this is much better. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, the white rabbit. Now, which way did he go? To the left or to the right? Or did he just... Now, who in the world is... Why, it's coming from up in that tree.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toad did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the borogold and the mome rat outgrave.
Why, it's a cat.
A Cheshire.
But you keep disappearing. You go on and off again like a light. Oh, please.
Oh, now you see me, now you don't. Puzzling, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. But if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you which way I ought to go.
Well, that depends on where you want to go to, doesn't it? That's logic.
Oh, it really doesn't matter. As long as I... Oh, now you're doing it again. Must you jump around so fast and disappear and reappear and...
You know, if you'd really like to know, he went that way.
Who did?
The white rabbit.
Oh, he did?
He did what?
Went that way.
Who did?
The white rabbit.
What rabbit?
But didn't you just say? I mean, well, you just said...
Oh, well, forget it. Can you stand on your head?
Oh,
'Twas, however, if I were looking for a white rabbit, which I very rarely do, my favorite colors being plum, puce, heliotrope, and livid. However, if I were, I would ask the Mad Hatter.
the Mad Hatter?
Or, if you'd rather, there's the March Hare. Of course, he's mad, too.
But I don't want to go among the mad people.
Oh, you can't possibly help that. Most everyone's mad here. 'Twas a brillig, I'm not quite all there myself. 'Twas a brillig and
Oh, goodness. Oh, well, if I ever want to find a white rabbit, I'll just have to see the March Hare.
A very merry birthday to us.
How very curious. More singing. Well, it's coming from over there.
A very merry birthday.
A cottage under the tree. And a tea party. Someone's having a tea party.
Oh, a very merry birthday to us, to us. A very merry birthday to us, to us.
Chairs and teacups. But only two.
Oh, very merry
I wonder if they'd mind some company.
A very merry birthday to us.
What a lovely song. And what splendid voices. Do you mind if I sit down?
No room, no room, no room.
That's right, no room. Sorry, I'll fill that.
But there must be at least a dozen empty places.
But it's very rude to sit down without being invited.
Oh, it's very, very rude indeed.
Very, very, very rude indeed. But where did he come from?
The teapot, naturally. Where else would a dormouse come from?
Yes, where else? Well, I don't mean to be rude, and I did enjoy your singing, and I wondered if you could tell me...
You enjoyed our singing?
Oh, what a delightful child. You must have a cup of tea.
Oh, yes, indeed. You must have a cup of tea.
I'm awfully sorry if I interrupted your birthday party.
Birthday? My dear child, this is not a birthday party.
What a peculiar little girl.
Why, this is a nun's birthday party.
On birthday?
It's very simple. Now, 30 days has September... not birthday. If you have a birthday, then you... she doesn't even know what a man's birthday is.
How silly. We shall now elucidate. Now, statistics prove that you one birthday.
Imagine just one birthday every year.
But there are 364 on birthdays.
Precisely why we're gathered here to cheer.
Why, then today is my birthday, too.
It is.
Oh, what a small world.
In that case...
A very merry birthday
To me?
to you. A very merry birthday to you. Dormouse will now recite.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world you fly, like a sea in the sky. Then, oh, that was lovely.
And now, my dear, you are seeking information of some kind?
Oh, yes. You see, I'm looking for a...
Click up. Everybody move down one chair. Move down, click up,
But
move
I
down.
haven't used this cup.
Drink up.
Would you care for a little more tea, young lady?
Well, I haven't had any yet, so I can't very well take more.
You mean you can't very well take less?
Less, yes. You can always take more than nothing. And now, my dear, something seems to be troubling you. Won't you tell us all about it?
Yes, start at the beginning.
Oh, yes. And when you come to the end, stop.
Well, it all started while I was sitting under a tree in the garden with Dinah. And,
Fascinating. Who's Dinah?
why, Dinah's my cat. You see, she's...
Oh, the dormouse!
Stop him! Catch him!
Oh, my goodness! Help! Catch the dormouse!
It's the jam!
Jam?
Put the jam on his nose! On his nose!
That's the only thing that'll quiet him down. Jam on the nose.
Back in the teapot, Dormouse.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Those are the things that upset me.
You're pouring tea all over your head.
Nerve tonic.
Oh,
See all the trouble you've started?
but really, I didn't think that...
That's just the point. If one doesn't think, one shouldn't talk.
Clean cup. Move down.
But I still haven't used...
Move down.
And now, my dear, as you were saying,
Oh, yes, I was sitting under a tree in the garden with, you know who?
I do.
Tea, anyone?
Tea. Oh, just a half cup if you don't mind.
Here you are. Exactly half a cup.
Oh, thank you so much. My dear, don't you care for tea?
Yes, I'm very fond of tea.
If you
But,
don't care for tea, you could at least make polite conversation.
well, I've been trying to
Now,
ask...
steady, child, steady. Now, let's not get excited, my goodness.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just haven't the time.
The time. Who's got the time?
No time. Hello, goodbye. I'm late.
The White Rabbit.
Oh, I'm so late. I'm so very late.
Well, no wonder you're late. Let me look at your watch, will you? Exactly as I thought. This watch is exactly 2 days slow.
2 days slow.
Of course you're late. My goodness, we'll have to look into this.
Well, no wonder why this watch is full of wheels.
Oh, my pretty watch. Oh, my heels and springs. Oh, but,
But butter, of course, it needs some butter.
but, butter?
Here we are. Now then, you will observe that by buttering the watch figuratively,
Oh, no, you get crumbs in it.
Tea, anyone?
tea, I never thought of tea. But of course.
No, my watch, not tea.
Sugar?
Oh, thank you.
Blackberry jam?
Jam, I forgot all about the jam.
Oh, no, not jam.
Mustard?
Mustard. Don't let's get silly, will you? Now, a slice of lemon and a few squirts in the mainspring. Well, that should do it. Your watch, sir. Here it is, good as new.
Oh, you ruined my watch. Oh, dear. The minute hand's going in one direction.
Wonderful.
But the hour hand's going in the other direction.
It is.
Stand back. It's going mad. Mad watch!
I can't understand it. I use only the best butter, you know.
Only one way to stop a mad watch. Sledgehammer!
That's it. I just happen to have one in my vest pocket. Stand by.
Back, everyone!
Oh, my watch.
Yours? It was.
Yes, and it was an unbirthday present, too.
Oh, well, in that case, a very merry unbirthday to us. A very merry unbirthday to us.
Oh, the
If
silly
there are
man.
no
This is
objections,
the
then it
stupidest
means
party I've ever been to. Well, I've had enough. I'm going home. Straight home.
A very merry unbirthday to us.
Come on to the wood.
Where am I? I don't remember coming this way. I guess I must have come this way. There wasn't any other path, and I'm lost. And it's getting dark, and I can't find the way. Now I have to stay here forever and ever, and oh. Oh, Jessica, it's you.
Whom did you expect? The white rabbit, perchance?
Oh, no. I'm through chasing rabbits. I want to go home. But I can't find my way.
Oh, natural. That's because you have no way. Always here, you see, are the queens.
The queen?
Oh, yeah. She'll be mad about you. Simply mad.
Please. How can I find the queen?
Well, some go this way, and some go that way. But as for me, myself, personally, I prefer the shortcut.
But what shortcut?
What?
Why, there's a gate.
Oh, I'm a very efficient cat.
But it's barred. The gate's barred.
Is it? Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Oh, go on, then, go on. What's a wonderful experience.
Oh,
If you can survive it.
to survive it?
Yeah, there are those who wish they never even saw the queen. Oh, 'twas really poor thing.
Oh, no. Don't go. Wait, Chessy Cat. Oh, please, wait.
This way to the queen. This way to Her Majesty the Queen.
In just a few moments, we'll bring you Act 3 of Alice in Wonderland. Tonight, my guest is a voice. A sweet voice that provokes laughter and tears the world over. For it belongs to that tiny fairy princess, Snow White. In her private life, she's a Lux girl, Miss Adriana Casalotti.
No, Mr. Keeley. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is coming back to the screen.
I'll be first in line to see Walt Disney's version of that beloved tale when it's re-released next February. I want to hear you sing Hi-Ho, whistle while you work.
Thank you. You know the song that goes, I'm wishing for the one I love.
Indeed I do.
Well, I have new words for that tonight, Mr. Keeley. Really good advice to girls. Listen. She looks lovely for the one you love.
Well, that's sweet of you, Adriana. Certainly, when you go on your personal appearance tour again with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, your audience will see a beautiful example of a Lux lovely complexion.
Well, with Snow White's lovely beauty to live up to, I like to do the most for my own looks. And that surely means Lux Beauty Care.
One thing you and so many lovely screen stars agree on, Adriana, Lux Toilet Soap is the finest complexion care there is.
That's right, Mr. Kennedy. There's nothing like Lux Soap facials to make skin softer, smoother, and really lovely.
It's the Lux Active Lather that works such wonders.
And so quickly. Why, for my daily Lux facials, I simply cream the rich active lather well in. It cleanses gently but thoroughly. And after a warm rinse and a cold splash, I find that right away, that very minute, my skin feels so smooth and looks so wonderfully fresh.
Quick new beauty. That's why you and lovely women everywhere are devoted to Lux Toilet Soap.
Exactly, Mr. Kennedy. I'm glad to be here tonight to urge more girls to discover that it's really easy to be Lux lovely.
Thank you, Adriana. More girls every day are discovering that Lux Soap Care is a sure way to lovelier complexion beauty. Try Lux now. You'll see you can be Lux lovely. You'll see why 9 out of 10 screen stars use fragrant white Lux Toilet Soap. We pause now for station identification. This is the CBS Radio Network. The curtain rises on Act 3 of Alice in Wonderland, starring Ed Wynn as the Mad Hatter, Kathy Beaumont as Alice, Jerry Colonna as the March Hare, and Sterling Holloway as the Cheshire Cat. Yes, Alice has suddenly found herself in the most amazing place, the Queen's Garden. And what is still more amazing, everyone present appears to have just stepped out of a deck of cards. There are spades, clubs, diamonds, and hearts. And now, announcing the arrival of the Queen, is none other than the White Rabbit.
Here, Your Highness, Her Grace, Her Excellency, Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts.
White Rabbit.
Oh, yes, of course. I understand.
Goodness, what a grumpy-looking queen.
Did my gracious majesty hear a voice?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't mean to disturb.
It's a little girl.
Yes. And I was hoping
Look
that...
up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your thumbs. Turn out your toes. Curtsy. Open your mouth a little wider. And always say, yes, your majesty.
Yes, your majesty.
I will now pat you on the head. Now, where do you come from and where are you going?
Well, I'm trying to find my way home.
Your way? Always here on my way.
Yes, your majesty. But I was only going to ask
I'll ask the question. Do you play croquet?
Croquet? Why, yes, your majesty.
Then let the game begin.
To your places by order of the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, wicked. Bring out the royal mallet. Bring out the royal hedgehog.
Why did you say play? Because I do play. And if you don't mind, White Rabbit, what are those soldiers doing?
Bending over, of course. You do need wickets, you know.
Soldiers? For wickets?
Oh, dear, I don't believe you know the game at all.
I'm beginning to wonder myself. But what are those flamingos for? And the hedgehog?
Flamingos? Why, they're the royal mallets, to be sure. And the hedgehog's the ball. He rolls up in the ball. Oh, my ears and nose, you're not very bright.
She plays croquet by hitting a hedgehog with a flamingo?
Silence! All ready, my dear? I, of course, will go first.
Yes, your majesty.
The mallet.
Right here, Your Majesty.
Where's the ball?
I'm ready, Your Majesty.
Roll up, hedgehog. Remember your instructions.
Whack me, Majesty.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, but this is the silliest thing I ever saw. The hedgehog is deliberately running through the wicket.
He's no fool.
Thank you. Rather a good one, if I say so myself. You're next, my dear.
Yes, your majesty.
Here, you may use the royal mallet.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Indescribable!
But the flamingo, he deliberately turned his head.
Really, that's the flimsiest excuse I ever heard.
Oh, Alice, how are you getting on?
Oh, hello, Trekkie Cat. I'm not getting on at all.
Whom are you talking to?
Oh, a cat, your majesty.
A cat? Where?
There. Oh, he's doing it again. On and off and on and off.
I warn you, child. If I lose my temper, you'll lose your head. I can now continue our game.
You know, we could make her really angry. Shall we try?
Oh, no.
Oh, but it's loads of fun.
No, stop.
Look, she's bending over to hit the ball. Now, just when she's going to hit it, I think I shall jump on her butt.
Oh, no. Stop.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, my thing.
Pick up the queen. Someone take the roll for this. Yours. Off with the head.
Oh, but consider, my dear, couldn't she have a trial? First.
Trial?
Well, just a little trial.
Oh, very well then. Let the trial begin.
My trumpet. Your gracious majesty, members of the jury, loyal subjects, and the king. The prisoner at the bar is charged with enticing Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, into a game of croquet, thereby...
But that isn't so.
No.
Hereby, willfully, and with malice aforethought, teasing, tormenting, and otherwise annoying our gentle and beloved...
No, never mind all that. Get to the part where I lose my temper.
Thereby causing a single easy temper.
Now, are you ready for your sentence?
Sentence? But there must be a verdict first.
Sentence first, verdict afterwards.
Oh, but that just isn't the way.
Always on.
Always, Your Majesty.
Yes, my child. Off with her head.
But consider, my dear.
Huh?
We called no witnesses. Couldn't we hear maybe one or two? Maybe?
Oh, very well, but get on with it.
The herald will call the first witness.
Your Majesty's remarks here.
Anyone care for tea?
What do you know about this unfortunate affair?
Oh, you've come to the right witness. Nothing. Oh, that's very important. Jury, write that down.
But Your Majesty, important means...
Silence! Call the next witness.
The Dormouse.
I'm scared.
What have you to say about this?
I'm just like a little bat. How I wanted.
That's the most important piece of evidence we've heard. Write that down.
Twinkle, twinkle. What next?
The Mad Hatter.
Move down, move down, move down.
Up with your hat.
Oh, my.
And where were you when this horrible crime was committed?
Oh, I was home, but sipping tea. Today, you know, is my unbirthday.
Why, my dear, today is your unbirthday, too.
It is.
It is.
A
Very, very unbirthday
to me.
to you.
A very, very unbirthday to you.
And now, my dear, you may blow out the candles and make your wish.
Oh. Down the matches, men. Hurricane. Where?
Your Majesty, look, he's back again.
What?
Who? The Cheshire Cat.
There he goes.
Oh, this is terrible. Help, after him. Stop the door now.
Get the jam.
Oh, it was such a jam. Give me the jam.
The jam by order of the king.
Not very jam, Your Majesty.
Here, give it to me.
No, give it to me. Oh, my beautiful face. Look at me. Just look at me.
I've never seen you more lovely, my dear.
Somebody's head is going to roll for this.
Just a minute, I've still got it. The mushroom.
The what room?
The mushroom in the pocket of my pinafore.
Off with her head.
Ah, you're too late. I'm eating the mushroom. Just watch me, everybody. Just watch me.
Oh, my goodness. How you've grown, child.
Call the guards. Call the guards.
Oh, Pooh, I'm not afraid of you. Why, you're nothing but a pack of cards.
All persons more than a mile high must leave the court immediately.
I am not a mile high, and I'm not leaving.
Sorry, Rule 42, you know.
And as for you,
Yes.
why, you're not a queen. You're just a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant. And what's more... Oh, my goodness. What's happening? I'm going smaller again.
Yes.
Smaller and smaller.
Now, what was that you said, my dear?
She simply said that you're a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant.
Off with our heads.
You'll have to catch me first.
Stop at once.
Oh, she must get away. Oh, dear.
The King's guard! The King's guard!
See anyone?
Little girl, but you cannot leave without having a cup of tea.
Off with our heads.
Oh, please come. Move down. Please come. Move
Off with our
down.
head. Off with our head.
Oh, I've got to get away. I've got to get away. Help! Help! Alice, will you please wake up? Alice, they're all after me. The Queen of Hearts and the guards and the Mad Hatter and the... Why, I'm in my own garden. I'm home.
Really, dear, I do need you to pay a little attention. Falling asleep while I'm trying to help you with your lesson.
I was asleep?
Now, let me hear you recite.
Oh, yes, of course. How does the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on...
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you see, the caterpillar said...
Caterpillar? Oh, for goodness sake. Well, come along, dear. It's time for tea anyway.
But we won't open the pot, will we? We won't take the lid off the pot. Why should we want to do that? Well, you see, the dormouse might... Oh, the what? You know, I believe it was all just a dream.
She's silly. Imagine that. Saying it was only just a... Say, you know, folks, I think somebody's crazy around here.
See anyone?
We want you to meet our stars in person, and Mr. Keeley will tell you about next week's show. But first, here's a beauty tip from Yvonne DiCarlo, that lovely dancer who's a beauty, but definitely a beauty. Yvonne says, after a day's dancing before the camera, I really look forward to my Lux soap bath. It's so refreshing, the quickest beauty pickup I know. Why don't you take Yvonne DiCarlo's advice? Try the big bath-size Lux toilet soap and make your daily bath a real beauty bath. Lux lather is active, rich and creamy, even in hardest water. So gentle it leaves your skin really smoother, lovelier. And the delicate Lux soap perfume clings for so long, makes you sure of skin that's fresh. Lux Lovely all over it. Tomorrow, get this famous beauty soap in the big bath-size case. You'll quickly discover why 9 out of 10 screen stars are lovely Lux girls. Now, here's Mr. Keeley with our stars. And here they are stepping out of those wonderful characters to take a special bow. Ed Wynn, Kathy Beaumont, Jerry Colonna, and Sterling Holloway. Ed, you must have felt right at home in the part of the Mad Hatter.
Yes, this must be one of the few performances Ed ever gave where he wasn't always changing hats.
Well, Jerry, originally I wanted to do my version of Alice in Wonderland.
Your version, Mr. Wynn?
Yes, Kathy, mine's an opera. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, dear, no.
No, we'd love to hear about your opera, Ed. Go ahead.
And don't forget that I sing too. That was a brillig and the slidey toves that did the gyre and Jim Bell and the
Oh, no. My opera would be in English, you know.
Well, then how about me? I love Lux, and I want to live.
Sounds like another unbirthday party.
Yes, most everyone is mad.
Say, Kat, why don't you disappear once and for all? Eat some vanishing cream or something, you know.
Oh, not vanishing cream, Mr. Wynn. Lux toilet soap. That's the thing to use.
At last, someone has said something sane.
Yes, my mother always uses Lux soap for her complexion, and I'm already a Lux girl.
Yes, I washed my mustache and Lux can't do a thing with it.
Now, about my opera. You know, the first scene is on an island in the South Seas. And there's this beautiful native girl.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Ed. That's our show for next week.
Well, that's where I headed, huh?
Yes, on New Year's Eve, we're going to bring you an unforgettable love story. It's 20th Century Fox's recent hit, Bird of Paradise, with 3 of the most promising young stars in Hollywood in their original roles. Louis Jourdan, Deborah Paget, and Jeff Chandler.
Oh, that's a wonderful show, Mr. Keeley. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, and a very Merry Christmas. Did you ask Santa Claus for the sheerest, most glamorous nylons in the world? Here's hoping you get them. And to make sure you enjoy them twice as long, wash them after each wearing with gentle Lux Flakes. Scientific strain tests prove the Lux weight doubles the life of nylon. That's why over 90% of the makers of stockings recommend Lux. New Lux with color freshener keeps delicate stocking colors clearer and fresher, too. No wonder famous Hollywood stars insist on Lux for their own precious nylon. Keep a big box of new Lux Flakes handy wherever you wash your stockings and nice things to give all your washables that nice as new Lux look. Once again, Christmas is here. And for one day at least, we will all share the everlasting dream of peace on earth, goodwill to men. We know now that there can never be peace on this earth until all men are of goodwill towards one another. We have need for human kindness that will be as everlasting as the spirit born on that Christmas day 2,000 years ago. On behalf of the Lever Brothers Company and those of us in the Lux Radio Theater, may I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. We invite you to be with us again next Monday evening when the Lux Radio Theater presents Louis Jourdan, Deborah Paget, and Jeff Chandler in Bird of Paradise. This is William Keighley saying good night and wishing you a very Merry Christmas from Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, by following a few simple rules of safety, almost all the fires that destroy thousands of homes could be prevented. 90% of fires in the home start through carelessness. Remember, every 20 seconds there is a fire, killing 11,000 annually. So don't gamble with fire. The odds are against you. Heard in our cast tonight were Bill Thompson as the White Rabbit, Gail Gordon as the Caterpillar, Verna Felton as the Queen of Hearts, Joe Kearns as the Doorknob, and Jack Crucian, Gil Stratton, Doris Lloyd, Norma Barden, Jonathan Hole, Margie List, Marion Richmond, Leon Ledoux, Eddie Marr, and David Light. Our play was adapted by S.H. Barnett, and our music was directed by Rudy Schrager. This is your announcer, John Milton Kennedy, reminding you to join us again next Monday night to hear Bird of Paradise, starring Louis Jourdan, Deborah Paget, and Jeff Chandler. This is the CBS Radio Network.